Hello YouTube, this is NASCAR 48WW2 Buff here with the INORL Duracell Cup Series, race number 6 here at Auto Club for the Californian 500. And not California, it's the Californian 500, there's a difference. And apparently Barack Obama's driving the pace car, 2 of them. That just shows you the conspiracy. But today we are finally back after a long break. These drivers got to think over what they have to do to possibly pull out a championship or a win. And speaking of people who pulled out a win, is Aaron Williams. He's starting way back here in 32nd position. He's going to have a ways to go to get up to the front here today and maybe pull out a second one. And we have some new drivers this week. One will happen to be Kyle Stewart taking over the 6 car for Roush Fenway Racing. The other one will be another driver taking over the 16 car for Roush Fenway Racing. Dylan Poteet, probably heard that name before. He's gonna join in for Roush. And then Sean Galligan will take over the 31 for Dale Keselowski, and he will take over the 31. Then, this is kind of fun here, Henry Sanford will take over the 39, and now there's 3 Sanfords all in for Stewart Haas. And that is a pretty big coincidence. But let's get ready for our starting command here at Auto Club.
Drivers, start your engines!
And these drivers start up their engines as we're getting ready for 41 laps here at Auto Club. And let's see who can pull out a win here at Auto Club. And I'll take you to your starting lineup here for Auto Club. Oh wait, actually hold that for a second. Sam Young is having trouble on pit road and he can't get going. Sam Young has trouble on pit road. He cannot get that car going. Just about stacked that whole inside line up on the restart, and he cannot get going. What happened to Sam Young, your pole sitter, sitting on pit road with problems? But anyways, I'll take you to your starting lineup here from Auto Club.
Every time we lie awake, after every we take, every feeling that
We're back, and your season 1 champ, Caitlin Skipper, she's slow on the apron. Did anything happen to Caitlin Skipper in that also? Could there be some motor failures? But she falls off the pace. Let's get back up to the front for the green flag here from Auto Club. Will they wave another lap on, or will they go to the green? Will the pace car pull in? Yes, it is pulling in. Brian James is your leader, I guess, as you could say, your new pole sitter. And we're going racing here at Auto Club. Race 6 out of 36. And we're green here at Auto Club. We are getting reports Caitlin Skipper did pull on pit road. And Sam Young is having engine troubles, and that's why he is on the pit road also. And look at this, they're 3 wide all over the place. Brian James is able to clear him. Here comes Drew Austin taking second right away from Henry Sanford, and Dylan Young right there behind him also. And already some cars mostly taken out of contention in this race. And look at the run Drew Austin gets, and just about turned the Brian James off that corner. Who will lead the first lap, Drew Austin or Brian James? Brian James, ever so slightly. Man, these cars are going way high. There's 3 wides around the racetrack. David Rochester, he's going to take first, try to take it away from Drew Austin. Caitlin Skipper's on her way back out. Did Sam Young come back out? No, he is not. Still having engine troubles. And we got report Caitlin Skipper had a flat tire on the restart. And now she is about to get lapped for the second time. David Rochester was able to get the lead. Dylan Young working on second over Drew Austin. Sorry, I keep wanting to call him Derek Drayward. Somebody in my Nationwide series that drives the 20 car. But it is Drew Austin, and he will hold second position. Dylan Young will stay in third. Oh, and we almost had a 4 wide going in turn 1, and that does not work. Olga Ogo stuck in the middle of it. Same with Joseph Bryant and many other cars, such as Andreas Allen. 2 of the Best Buy cars running here. They're right behind each other. Aaron Williams stuck in the middle of the pack, that's not where you want to be. He's racing Sean Henley and Richard Johnson. Now, here's what I noticed. Roush Fenway has kind of become the dream team for the INORL Duracell Cup Series. They had 6 wins in Season 1 plus a championships, and they already have a win in Season 2. So that shows you that Roush Fenway is where you want to be. And the best of the best are working with Roush Fenway. And I just saw 4 wide back there, and they somehow got through the corner. But can Dylan Poteet and Kyle Stewart hold up Roush Fenway's success? And we definitely know that 6 car has had a lot of success in Season 1, picking up 5 of those wins. And now Sam Young will just changing tires while they're on pit road, and it looks like they might head out soon. Yep, Sam Young is on his way out. Tyson Broad leading with Charles Jackson right there behind them. And that's Jack Richards right there in third. Like I said, the Roush cars are good. The drivers who race for Roush know how to get around these tracks. Jack Richards working on second now. Can he get it? And yes, he will. And now he's going to go for the lead, possibly. But Charles Jackson going to block him. 2 good buddies here racing for the lead. Caitlin Skipper staying out in front, trying to not get lapped once again. So maybe she could get the lucky dog. Actually, no, Caitlin Skipper is on the lead lap, so she's trying not to get lapped at all. But it looks like Jack Richards is catching her. Tyson Broad, once again, we haven't heard much from him this season. He was involved in some stuff at Daytona, hurt his dad winning that race, but now he has been if and if here in the Duracell Cup Series, trying to maybe pull out a win or turn his season around and possibly get to the top 20 in points, where the wild card spots are. Jack Richards, remember, I believe he was in a wreck at Phoenix that one time, and that was a pretty hard wreck for him, so he's trying to bounce back from that. Had a pretty rough season so far, but he should be turning around. And he is trying to live up to that 99 car's dreams. That 99 car went to the championship for the victory lane. It did win the championship last year. So that 99 is trying to hold up on its veteran appearance. Charles Jackson just lapped Caitlin Skipper, your Season 1 champ. Charles Jackson going to have the lead, but Andreas Allen right there in that 98 Best Buy Chevrolet trying to take the lead away. Right on his back bumper. Bump drafting a little bit through that corner maybe. Charles Sanford for Stuart Haas joining in. He's going to take the lead away from Jack Richards. And caution is out. This is the race back to the line. Can Andreas Allen beat Charles Jackson back to the line? Nope, Charles Jackson will be your leader back to the line. And if this could have looked like it could have been a big pile-up. But Charles Jackson leads us back to the caution flag. Now let's check who's all involved. Oh, Robbie Noonan, your points leader. Heavy damage. His day is done. Not a good day for that 11 team. Richard Johnson. And I believe that might have all been it. But Robbie Noonan, heavy damage, your points leader. And I'll take you to see what went wrong here at Auto Club. 4 wide, going into turn 1 doesn't work. Henry Sanford maybe pushed it a little bit, but actually there's contact between the 15 of John Wilson and Richard Johnson. And the 15 gets sandwiched, turning Richard Johnson up in the Robbie Noonan. And they're both going to take hard licks into the outside wall. Luckily, no one else was involved, because this could have become a lot worse than it was. And they both take hard hits, and your points leader's day is done. He probably will not have the points lead after this. Let's take it on board with Robbie here. Again, that was a pretty hard lick, and Robbie Noonan's day is done, and I'll take it back to the green here from Auto Club. And we are back after that wreck. Robbie Noonan and Richard Johnson have retired. Sam Young is 3 laps down. Caitlin Skipper is a lap down. David Rochester is your race leader, with Charles Sanford second. Fritz Luketer third. Andreas Allen fourth. Jake Rogers, he started last today and he's 5th. Jake Rogers has had pretty bad qualifying runs so far this season. Jack Richards 6th, Tristan Trivett 7th, Kyle Snoski 8th, Drew Austin 9th, Dylan Young 10th, Dylan Poteet, a rookie, up here in 11th, Wilhelm Schultz 12th, Charles Jackson fell back to 13th on that pit stop run, Austin Ogo 14th, and another rookie, Kyle Stewart, rounding out the top 15. And we're getting ready to go back to the green here at Auto Club with David Rochester winning. He has had some close races where he got near to winning it, but it's his time to shine and finally get a win. We're back racing here at Auto Club. And they're getting slicey and dicey. Here comes Fritz Lukather for the lead in at number 43, Ford Fusion. He's had some pretty bad luck at Daytona, but he's trying to turn the season around. But here comes Jack Richards also. Fritz Lukather will lead that lap. But can he hold the lead? Oh, whoa, he falls way off the pace through that corner. Lots of car passing, and David Rochester almost gets into the back of him. Is something wrong with Fritz Lukather's car as he fell way off the pace right there? Caitlin Skipper trying to get her lap back, leading this field. Hopefully she wants to have a caution come out so she could stay in front. Here comes Jack Richards trying to pass both of them and put them back a lap down, and so he can lead the lap. Jack Richards will easily lead that lap and still trying to put these two cars a lap down. Andreas Allen right there back there in second, trying to get the lead with the help of Charles Sanford from Sanford Haas. Pretty much you could call that now. Charles Sanford working on Andreas Allen now. Going to take second away and possibly first away here right also. These cars go really fast here at Auto Club. The draft can play an effect. But here comes Charles Sanford for the race lead. Can he lead this lap? Every point counts. Can he do it? No, he will not. Jack Richards will lead that one also. Let's check in on your last week winner, Aaron Williams, running back here around 26th. He is trying to work his way up, not making much ground. Will he get back up to the top 10 before this race is over? And actually, Roush has not done as well as they did in Season 1, unlike this year. Roush may have one win, but their top car in points is 15th and would happen to be Aaron Williams. So they have to turn their Season 2 around, but they are still the dream team. Again, they were just still the dream team. This is the team you want to be on. Dion Scott, he got those 5 wins in the 6 car, but it was announced that he would not be, that he was done his racing career in the INORL Duracell Cup Series. And he was done. Kyle Stewart will take over that 6 machine. Can he keep up to what Dion Scott pulled off on that 6 machine? Here comes Drew Austin, going to make a 3 wide for the lead. Charles Jackson finally got back up here, but he's going to get pushed aside. Dylan Poteet, he's in the mix of this. How about this rookie? He's fighting for second, second I believe. Charles Sanford is actually your leader by a long shot. Over half a second away, he really pulled away from this pack. Whatever they got under that hood is really working for him. See, he pulls away in the number 14 Citgo Chevrolet. Drew Austin sitting back there in that 20 car. Trying to hold second. Sam Young, again, he's 3 laps down. He is not a contender right now. Dylan Young, his brother, passing him right now, but Dylan Young is on the lead lap. If Sam is probably rooting for his brother and probably letting him go by. Yes, he does easily let him go by. Now here comes Dylan Young working on Drew Austin, but here comes Austin Ogo. Man, I need to get a breath for a second. Dylan Poteet joining this also, like I said. If he live up to that 16 car, will Roush Fenway standards. Because we have 2 Roush cars in the top 10 here. Oh, and whoa, Austin Ogo just about slammed into Drew Austin right there. And I believe we're having pit stops. No, we are not. Let's take you to the back of the field here. Check out what's happening in the back. James McLeod a little bit off the pace here in the back. Looks like he may have lost a bit of a draft. Gene Sampler running back here. Same with Sean Galligan in that 31. He's going to have to try to turn around for this rookie. And another rookie, no, actually 3 of the rookies are back here. Kyle Stewart and Henry Sampler, sorry. They're all back here. While Dylan Poteet, the other rookie, is up in the front battling for 2nd and 3rd place. So Dylan Poteet obviously knows what he has to do behind the wheel to stop him. Take you back. Oh, I think I saw caution lights on. No, they are not. And Aaron Williams falling back once again. And wait a minute, didn't we just see Jake Rogers up at the front a couple laps ago? Now he's falling back. Aaron Williams is not having a great day here at Auto Club, nor a good qualifying one. Sean Henley back here running 24th. He had an okay qualifying position, about midfield. I guess you could say that's okay. Usually he has really good qualifying positions. But maybe qualifying up front is a bad thing for him, because usually when he would qualify up front, he would end up flipping or wrecking. Most of the time flipping. Jacob Lawler and Jake Baskinger here also. These two have wins. Jake Baskinger got a win at Darlington. Jacob Lawler won Daytona and Phoenix. 2 first races of the season. Kind of fallen off after winning those 2 races. Kind of fell off the pace a little bit, got wrecks. Not really getting the top 10 finishes. Seth Cole up here also. He wrecked at Texas last week, actually flipping. He was your points leader, but he fell way off after flipping. Now he's working his way back up in points. So every point matters. You might not think it matters now, but maybe near the end of the season it might matter. Charles Sampler, I still believe, does have the lead. Yes, he does, by a long shot. Dylan Poteet and Austin Ogle are still trying to run him down. They are catching him, but not by much. And again, how about Dylan Poteet, his first career race in the INORL Duracell Cup Series. And he is running here in 2nd, catching the leader with not that many laps to go. We're about halfway through the race. Oh, contact between Leo Rogers and Drew Austin. Leo Rogers just about turned Drew Austin through that corner. Jeffrey Buckeye, your Atlanta winner, up here. That number 9 Stanley. Toyotas and Fords, they've been the dominant cars in the INORL Duracell Cup Series. Toyotas have 3 wins, and Fords have 2. Chevys and Dodges aren't doing as well. And Dylan Poteet has taken the lead away, and now he just wants to run away with it and maybe hold it till the end of this race. Again, how about this rookie? Let's take a rear view shot with Dylan Poteet. Kind of holding that lead a little bit and staying ahead. As these guys battle, they lose momentum so they don't hit each other, and Dylan Poteet can easily pull away. Brian James up here also, he's had an okay season, I guess. That number 51 Monster Energy Chevrolet. Now with this, Jack Richards up here also. Jack Richards pulled 2 wins for Roush in a row. He's on the outside line. Austin Ogle getting in the back of him, trying to push him ahead to stay up on the outside line and try to keep him ahead of Jeffrey Buckeye. Let's take you to the back once again, see what's happening back there. Sean Galligan and Fritz Luca, they're battling for 37th back here. No, 38th. Well, actually, yeah, 37th. James McLeod working his way back up. Aaron Williams still stuck back here, so Jake Baskinger and Jake Rogers. Back here, David Rochester. He's trying to work his way back up. Sean Henley fell back a bit. Not Derek Draper, Drew Austin and Andreas Allen fell back a bit. Dylan Young falling back a bit. And how about this? Jacob Lawler is joining us. He's getting in here he's getting up to the front when it's only needed in this race? Could he pull a third win in the season? How about that? Like I said, I gave him the nickname, where did he come from? Lola. Ever noticed near the end of that race, he's up there and he's battling for the win. Oh, and pit stops are coming, I think. They slow down a lot right there. Are pit stops coming? No, they are not. This race might be decided on pit stops also, because I do not think they can make it to the end. Unless another caution. And caution is out. That just about saved a lot of drivers on pit strategy, and Dylan Poteet is your leader back to the line. It's Brian James second, Charles Sanford third, Joseph Bryant fourth, and Leo Rogers fifth. Now let's see what happened. Oh, Kyle Stewart involved, one of your rookies. Sam Young might have been involved. And maybe James McLeod, but it looks like maybe Kyle Stewart was the only one. And let's take you to see what happened to Kyle Stewart. We're back, 3 wide going into turn 2. And I guess these drivers' tires are falling off. Turn 3, sorry. Kyle Stewart slides up. Probably into the 13 here. Yes, he does. Slides up into the 13 of Wilhelm Schultz. James McLeod. And how about James McLeod? Oh, no, he did not get by that. Almost got by that. It's going to affect his aerodynamics a bit. Or it might help it, as we've seen Clint Boyer in Richmond in 2011 do that. James McLeod should be okay, but Kyle Stewart is lucky. Same with that 13 car, Wilhelm Schultz, he was lucky he wasn't majorly involved in it. But James McLeod, he almost turns through that, but he still gets involved. Let's take it on board with James here and see what he saw as Kyle Stewart spun across his front bumper. He somehow saved most of that car. And I'll take you back to the green here at Auto Club for the final laps. We are back. Kyle Stewart has retired. Sam Young is 4 laps down. Caitlin Skipper 1 lap down. Your leader is Brian James. He has beat Dylan Poteet out of the pits. Charles Sanford 3rd. Sam Young still 40th. Almost said he was in 4th. Joseph Bryant 4th. Jeffrey Buckeye 5th. John Wilson 6th. Austin Ogle 7th. Jack Richards 8th. Dylan Young 9th. Dylan White 10th. Kyle Sanowski 11th. Andreas Allen 12th. Tony Blazer 13th, Charles Jackson 14th, and Tristan Tribbett 15th. Dylan Poteet is doing really good here for his first start in the INORL Duracell Cup Series. Can he pull a win? Could Brian James pull a win? These 3 have been up at the front all day. Brian James, Dylan Poteet, and Charles Sanford. Could any of them pull a win, or will it be an underdog? We're back to the green here at Auto Club with under 10 laps to go. Charles Sanford going to try to pull a move for second over Dylan Poteet, but can Dylan Poteet hold up on the outside? Will Sam Young be a factor in this race? Even though he is a lap down, could he screw up somebody's day, or could he help somebody's day? Jeffrey Buckeye going to make it 3 wide. Oh, almost 4 wide. Charles Sanford almost got turned along with Dylan Poteet. Jeffrey Buckeye and Sam Young pushed the limit right there. As Brian James leads, and he wants to see these cars battle so he can pull away, but Sam Young's going to go under him and block him from getting to the bottom maybe and allowing somebody else to go by him. As it's a 3-car battle for 3rd, Joseph Bryant and John Wilson joining in this, with Jeffrey Buckeye, your Atlanta winner. He's going to try to take second. Could he get his second win of the season? As it's a 3-car draft on the outside, bump drafting wise. Dylan Poteet going to try to get on the inside, but he ain't going to get there. Jeffrey Buckeye on his inside, but Dylan Poteet gets a run off turn 4, and he's going to catch up to Brian James, and we have a 4 wide back here almost. As it's between Brian James and Dylan Poteet right now. The laps are winding down. Here comes Dylan Poteet for the race lead. This is becoming some great racing here at Auto Club. Dylan Poteet cannot pull the move. He's going to get right back behind Brian James and try once again. You do not want to try on the inside here in turns 3 and 4. You want to try to get him on the outside. Outside is a lot better in 3 and 4. It's actually a lot better throughout the whole track. Jeffrey Buckeye right here in third. Don't forget about him also. And where did Dylan White come from? He could possibly win this. Same with Dylan Young and Charles Jackson. And Brian James and Dylan Poteet continue to chase each other down, trying to pass one another. Let's take an on board with Dylan Poteet here. Can Dylan Poteet use that 28 car as a pick? He has the outside advantage. Can he pass Brian James on the outside? Here comes Jeffrey Buckeye to his inside. And Jeffrey Buckeye is going to make the pass for second. Can Buckeye get his second win of the season? Or can Brian James get his first? Brian James only has a few more laps to go to hold off Jeffrey Buckeye and Dylan Poteet and Charles Sanford. As you can tell, their tires are still falling off. They fall off pretty fast here at Auto Club as they just took pit stops. Everybody can make it to the end on fuel. Fuel is not a problem here. Here comes Jeffrey Buckeye on the outside. Can he pull a move? As these two battle, will this allow newer drivers to come in here and try to win? But Brian James will beat him on the inside that time. How about Austin Ogo? He's joining in on this. He won that nationwide race at Atlanta a couple days ago. And how about Charles Jackson? He's up here. Is he going to get a win? He's had a rough time so far this season. What it would be if he could get a win and turn his season around. As he's on the inside of Brian James, can he pull a move? Can anybody pass Brian James? 3 to go. No, 4 to go. Sorry, my fault. Jeffrey Buckeye right there also. Don't forget about him. He's hungry for a second win. But Charles Jackson and Brian James are hungry for their first. Dylan White, a rookie. Could he get his first win? Oh, Charles Jackson let off a lot right there. He's coming to pit road. Charles Jackson, a few cars are coming to pit road. They had enough fuel though. Is it a strategy or is something wrong? I have no idea why they are pitting. They just came to pit road. Was 10 laps too much? Or was a splash and go not enough? Brian James has a huge lead. Will he have to pit? Did he get enough fuel in that 51 Chevrolet? He's slowing down. No, he will keep going. Brian James will take the white flag. Dylan White second. These drivers are not pitting. They refuse to pit. Dylan Poteet pits. There goes his good day. Drivers maybe took a gamble of, and there's a wreck. There is a wreck coming in the pit road. And Brian James is your race winner. And man, what a last few laps. Brian James is your race winner here at Auto Club. How about that for Brian James? He held them off for 10 laps straight. Dylan White will be able to pick up a good second place finish. Jeffrey Buckeye third, Charles Sanford fourth, Austin Ogo fifth, Dylan Young sixth, Jacob Lawler seventh, Jack Richards eighth, Seth Cole ninth, and Olga Ogo 10th. And how about that for Brian James? A good round of applause for Brian James, holding off about 10 hungry cars for 10 laps straight, and somehow did it. Congrats to Brian James, as he will win here at Auto Club. Another first-time winner here in the INORL Duracell Cup Series. Congratulations to Brian James. And I'll take you to your race results here from Auto Club. We're back Congrats to Brian James on leading the most laps. Also, he will get a maximum of 185 points. Dylan White second, Jeffrey Buckeye third, Charles Sanford fourth, Austin Ogo fifth, Dylan Young sixth, Jacob Lawler seventh, Jack Richards eighth, Seth Cole ninth, and Olga Ogo 10th. How about a bounce back for Seth Cole after finishing 42nd, I believe, last week? Comes back to get a ninth. And the rest of your finishing results here from Auto Club. 34 cars finished on the lead lap, and 36 cars finished the race. And your points leader will finish last this week also. Could it be bad luck when you're leading the points? Seth Cole finished last week, and he was the points leader. Now Robbie Noonan finishes last this week. And I'll take you to your race results here. Your season standings here. See you guys next week at Quarter Slammer. That ought to be a fun race. Usually is. David Rochester is actually a points leader now, but over 1 point by Brian James. Jeffrey Buckeye third. Jacob Lawler fourth. Seth Cole moved back up to fifth. Robbie Noonan fell all the way back down to sixth. Jacob Sisko seventh. Fritz Lukander eighth. Drew Austin ninth. And Gene Sanford 10th. The rest of your season standings here. Again, Roush, they're going to have the top cars of Jack Richards in 16th and Aaron Williams 18th, so they kind of fell off the pace. Roush, again, the dream team. I'm telling you, it's a dream team. That's where you want to be. I have confidence that they'll probably turn it around. Probably just a bad start to the season for them. They had a bad start to the season a little bit last in the Duracell Cup Series for Season 1, but they still turned it around. And Sean Galligan is actually leading the rookies right now of the four new rookies, I guess you'd say. It's Galligan, Poteet, Sanford, and Kyle Stewart. They have a ways to go to make up points. You never know, they could possibly get in the top 20 to make the chase or not. You never know. But again, I will see you next week at Quarter Slammer. Please like, comment, and subscribe. NASCAR 48 WWE2 Buff signing off.